What up, world? Welcome to another episode of RMT, That's Real Man Talk. It's your boy, Stan the Man, coming to you with another great conversation piece on today. And before we get started, I want to thank you for joining me here on RMT. So let's go ahead and get into it. Today we're going to talk about controlling your emotions. As a man, this is one of the key things that you will learn you will need to control in order to have a successful life. See, controlling your emotions can keep you out of jail, can keep you from even ending your life early, or keep you from circumstances that will control you for the rest of your life. Talking about child support, that's talking about felony charges, things of that nature that can follow you throughout your life. But by learning to control your emotions at a young age, this could help you out a lot. Then you might ask the question, how is this going to help me out a lot by controlling my emotions? I'm going to tell you, number one is this. By being able to control your emotions, you'll be able to keep yourself out of certain circumstances. Let me give you an example, right? When I was younger, I say that I was in my early 20s, and I went to a house party. We was partying, we was drinking, and there was a young lady that was there, had a nice body. And I'm trying to talk to her, I'm trying to holler at her, and this old school cat saw me trying to talk to a couple of women there, and he started laughing. And so I took the laughing as being offensive, right? I felt something. See that? I felt something about what he was saying because I thought he was laughing or he was talking about me. So with me feeling that emotion, I'm finna say something to him. Oh man, nigga, what you laughing at? Oh, okay. Hey, young man, I don't do all that talking, man. I just shoot a nigga. That's flat out what he told me. So after he said that, oh, y'all done jump back. Well, do what you gonna do, and if you gonna shoot me, go ahead and shoot me. But God was gracious that night because me in my emotions, I was being foolish. But God was great. He was gracious that night because the old school people at the house party I was at, the guys pulled me to the sides like, "Hey man, this guy is for real. He a real killer." And if God didn't use those people or he didn't stop that guy didn't control his emotions, I probably wouldn't be here speaking to you now. But it's so many young men that have got caught in a situation where it was their friend that was talking noise at the club, or it was a friend that got into it with somebody. Now both of them are emotionally charged to do something, but think about this. When you're young, you don't think about what the other person is going to do. You don't think about how this person will react on the other end. See, we only think about what we are going to do. We only think about how we feeling and not what the other person is going to do. So because we emotionally respond to a situation, now this person might have got physical. Now somebody done lost their life. Your friend done lost their life. Your cousin done lost their life. And now we sit up here, man, I wish I would have controlled myself. Especially when it comes to women. A lot of young men right now are losing money, losing millions. A lot of them are locked up. A lot of them have lost their lives over women. It goes through history books. It goes through the Bible. It pretty much any book or any amount of history that you read about mankind, you're going to hear about guys getting into it over women. You're going to hear about it. But I'm going to tell you this. Some of those things could have been avoided by a conversation or because of because someone felt some type of way and they couldn't get over the feeling that they had. It caused the situation to escalate to a place that it shouldn't have been. So let me give you an example. Us as young men, that's why you have to control your emotions for one. That sometimes sexually, we desire a certain young lady. We just got to have her. We can't live without her. We just want to physically be with her. We want to have sex with her. Let's just be frank. We want to have sex with her. And that drive and that desire, that feeling that we want to feel with laying with this woman, we surpass all of our mental capacity to even think. We don't even think that we want this woman so bad that we don't even see the consequences that could possibly come behind this. What you asked about, what consequences? The consequences of a disease. Some guys have overridden mentally, and they have went and laid with somebody, not scrapping up. Now they got a disease that they can't get rid of for the rest of their life because they want a feeling. Or they got a child that because out of a quick emotional decision to sleep with somebody, and you go and you sleep with her, now you got a child with somebody you don't even love, you don't even care about, you don't even know. But now you got 18 years that now you have to build a relationship and have a relationship with a total stranger. And this person could put you through a living hell for the rest of your life. Not only financially, but the mental toll as well. That's why some guys, they just say forget it. They don't even want to deal with the child. Don't want to deal with the mother. Some of them just pay child support. Or worse, you could get locked up for not paying child support based off your feelings. Not thinking about how this is going to affect me down the road. We thinking about right now. And whenever you start thinking about right now, man, most of the time those be some bad decisions. And me, for one, let me tell you this. I'm not saying I always made the best decision. And matter of fact, drop it in the comments if you always made the best. If you didn't make the best decision, drop it in there and say I didn't make the best decision either. Because if somebody is lying and said, man, I was always in control of my emotions, they lying. They are lying. And see, this is a good thing about controlling your emotions. Because you have saw guys go on camera. You have saw guys being recorded. You have seen guys go on podcasts, say or have done some things that have cost them endorsements. You saw many football, basketball, athletes, actors lost millions of dollars off things they have done out of a feeling, out of emotions. Just one decision that cost them everything. That cost them everything. We have saw it time and time and time again because they was feeling at the time. And it take 1 second, man. Just take a couple of seconds to think about certain questions that people are asking you. Think about the decision that you're about to make. Think about that homeboy that go out every time he get drunk. He all over the place. He doing stuff you got to watch over. You got to watch him. Think about that homeboy that always got an ego, always got a chip on his shoulder when he getting ready to go out with you. Because see, as a man, you're going to have to always watch what you say and watch what you do because it's going to cost you more than a woman. See, women can go out here, rave, and say whatever they want to. They can go out here and get in their emotions and say some stuff they don't supposed to say or do some stuff that they don't supposed to do. And guess what? Society going to say, hey, it's just a woman. Hey, I'm gonna look over her. She's a woman. Guy can say something to a woman and be like, oh man, I'm gonna look over there. She's a woman. I ain't worrying about that. But when you say it, it's different consequences that come with it. But when you do it, it's different consequences that come with it. And that's something that you have to understand. So one thing I say that you have to learn how to do is watch your mouth. It's a hard thing to do. It's to tame that tongue, right? It's a hard thing to do. It's a scripture in the Bible that says, I'm paraphrasing, but it says that one of the hardest things to do is to tame your tongue. It's to tame your tongue. In certain critical situations, it's a time to speak and it's a time to shut up. See, our ego and our feelings will make us want to say something. Then when we got to deal with the consequences, we don't want to be accountable because we felt some type of way at that time. So our actions of what we said was warranted because of the way we was feeling. And that right there will cost you, man. Learn how to be quiet. Learn how to say things without saying things. Certain things, these guys go on the internet, and because they want the popularity, they want the feeling of this. All of a sudden, I get on there and I post everything that I did. I say everything I said. I say everything that I have done. And all I'm doing is being a tape recorder for the police to come in and just take that evidence off my social media, then connect the dots with the actual crimes that happened. Now I'm in trouble. How I'm in trouble? I told on myself. Everybody snitching on me. Everybody hating on me. How? You said it. You did it. You spoke, and they heard it. Now you in trouble because you couldn't control your mouth. Because we know saying the crazy things and doing all the crazy things, that's what gets you a lot of likes. That's what gets you a lot of clout. That's what a lot of people want to follow you. People like to see you self-destruct. They like to see that. They like to see when you ruin your own life. People will laugh and cheer you on while you're ruining your life, and they don't care. They just want to be entertained. And after you a crash dummy, you crash and burn, they're going to go on to the next person. They're going to go on to the next fool. They're going to go on to the next person that can't control their emotions, just out here doing erratic stuff. Soon as this person passed away, ooh, let me listen to the next rapper that's dissing the dead homies. Let me listen to the next rapper that's saying something foul or saying they did this to this person or they sell them more drugs. They did this. Let me go on to the next crash out. So, man, learn how to watch your mouth. And then watch your movements, man. Everybody always brag about, man, I know how to move. I know how to move, man. They can't see me because I know how to do this. I know how to do this. Man, arrogancy have took a lot of young men out of here, especially a lot of young rappers. Being arrogant, thinking that you know it all, thinking that you done seen it all. Believe me, I was young like that, but I learned how to listen. And God was merciful enough that when I was in situation, they didn't hurt me as much. It didn't hurt me to the point where I couldn't come back from it. But I'm speaking to you to say, listen, man, you might not be as fortunate as me. You might not get another chance like me. You might not get that. So what I'm saying is that be able to understand that however you moving in life, it needs to be calculated. You say, what you mean? Your friends you hang with, the people you're around, the situations that you put yourself into. Man, if you know that it's a certain area or a certain party people have been going to that they've been losing their lives, why would you go there? If it's a certain place that people been going and they've been getting robbed, why would you go there? Why would you trust? Let me say this. Why would you trust? I'm going to just say this, man. Why would you trust a young lady that you just met? Because you so horny and you want to go over there and have sex. You go over there and you get set up. They might rob you. You might even lose your life. But you going over there because you trusting. You feel like she won't do that to you. But as a man, you have to become a great thinker. And am I saying you're not going to make mistakes? Absolutely. You are going to make mistakes. But I'm saying this, man. Think before you move. Think before you speak. And, man, everything going to be all right. And learn to control when those emotions start to rise. You know what I start to do when I want to say something or I want to move? I took a deep breath. When I wanted to do something, I wanted to make a quick move. I took a deep breath, man. Let me think about this. If it's not just a moment thing that I have to make a decision, if I got a little second, man, I'll take me a breath like, let me see, man, what I need to do. Sometimes when it come time to say, sometimes, man, I'll bite my tongue or I'll bite the inside and be like, I might pinch myself where can't nobody see it to keep myself from saying something that might affect my life. Because you might be speaking out of turn, and it might be something down the road where it's a business deal that you act in a certain type of way. And because you act a certain type of way in front of these people, now you can't get that business deal. Now you can't get that promotion. Now the business funding that you have for your small business, you might not get that. Or that contract that you wanted, you might not get that because you was out of character or you got into your feelings. You end up saying or doing something to get yourself out of that contract or out of that position that you should have been in life. So I said all that to say this. Man, control your emotions out there. I appreciate you tuning in. If you want more conversations like this, if you want to hear more situations about my life situation, subscribe to this channel, which we drop an episode every Thursday on Real Men Talk. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Until next time, peace.